They told me I got buy them. Okay.
Welcome to Sane Sunday Live. On this show, we're always going over we start the show with going over the calendar of events.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Queen of the Car Scene. Start by going over the calendar of events. We're shout out the local car shows and cruise-ins and help support the children's charities and veterans charities that they support. Welcome to the chat, Camaro time. We also go over the hashtag Insanefriends live calendar. It's a marathon of lives every week. There's somebody on almost every night. There are 10 channels participating in 8 cities and 2 countries.
Yay!
Yep.
3 countries. Nope.
Our calendar vehicle of the month, this will be the last time we see it because this is the last week of the month, is the 1958 MGA.
I had an MGB.
And then on the Hot Wheels calendar, we have these Hot Wheels. I don't exactly know what they are, but they're Hot Wheels.
There's a thing on the back that don't look too good.
Yeah. So our events are, I'm going to get my eyeballs on here where I can see them. Starting in May, the 4th of May will be the Peach State Tractor Show, starting at 9 a.m. at Prater's Mill here in Dalton, Georgia.
That sounds
and ends
like
at
fun.
3 p.m. It's starting to get hot in the middle of the afternoon, so a lot of the events around here end at that time.
Wait.
Then on May the 11th, the next Saturday in May, is the 4th Cruising Car, Truck, Bike, and Plane Show at Tom B. David Field, 1957 Highway 41, Southwest Calhoun, Georgia. Kids from 8 to 17 will get a free plane ride, and this benefits the Redeemed Youth Group. Okay. Also, the beginning of May is the end of Choppers Rule 1. My tongue doesn't work today. I don't know what's going on.
Choppers Rule 1.
Yes, Choppers Rule 1. He's right here. Choppers Rule 1.
One of them, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
His build-off ends. So if you haven't got your build-off video sent to him, you'll better hurry. And Thursday the 2nd, Queen of the Car Scene, who is also the Queen of the Insurance Scene, is moving to a different Allstate agency in East Ridge, Tennessee, which is part of the greater Chattanooga area. So she will be in Chattanooga.
More money.
Welcome to the chat, Impacts Garage and Gaming. I hope y'all are ready for some trivia tonight. We've got mostly Mustang trivia tonight.
I'm good at that.
Which would be coming right after announcing the events and the hashtag Insane
I got my
calendar.
own today too.
I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. Did I mention that we do trivia here on this show? I think I totally skipped it.
I didn't know.
The 18th of May is
trivia?
Yep, we sure do.
Wow.
It's Armed Forces Day, so there will be a parade in most cities everywhere. Don't forget that the 12th of May is Mother's Day. So remember your mothers out there, those of you who are lucky enough to still have them.
Wives. Don't forget. They're mothers too.
May the 25th is Streetcar Life. And it will be going on from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. in the Chat State parking lot. There'll be over $2,400 in prizes up for grabs. There's going to be face painting for the kids, dyno testing for the big kids, a special lot for featured cars.
Face painting too.
Yes, you can. There will be donations for Brantley, who needs a heart transplant. He's a little boy that needs a heart transplant. Also involved in the Streetcar Life And sponsoring the event are the Scenic City Cruisers, North Georgia Stangs, Saneauto YouTube page, and many more people will be there. It is a huge venue, so going to be lots of vehicles. On the same weekend is the Smoky Mountain Auto Stampede, put on by Don Lowry at the Twin Creek Picnic Pavilion in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Hey, Bodgett and Leggett Garage is here. Great to see you again.
Hi.
Yes, Bottle Caps is here. Awesome.
Impact's Garage.
Impact's
Yay.
Garage and Gaming.
Who else is here sneaking around? Camaro time. And there's 6 people watching me and only 1 person hit that like button.
Impact's Garage and Gaming has got a problem with his driver's side brake. He's replaced the wheel cylinder and shoes and have visually verified that the wheel cylinder works and it does not leak, but no driver's brakes. I used to work in a brake place for 5 years when I was a teenager, and I can tell you right off the bat, bam, go after your brake hose. Those pieces of, and I don't care if it's rear or front, there is a brake hose somewhere, and the stuff starts flaking off inside the brake hose, and it stops up. And it'll stop the fluid from going there and applying the brake. To replace the brake hose. And they don't have to necessarily be really old to do that. They're probably battling a brake hose.
Yeah, what he said.
So the first weekend of June is SMAS from 2 to 6 p.m. car show track in the Smoky Mountains, 4061 Parkway in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And that concludes the calendar events portion of our show.
Wow,
Next, we're going to shout out the people on the live stream, and then we're going to get to trivia.
Does everybody see this beautiful necklace that my lovely husband got me? He got it for me being in my new job.
Now, who is that guy keeps buying you stuff?
He's
This
very
husband you talk about.
sweet. He's very nice. He's very tall. He's got brown eyes. That's because he's full of poo. But we won't talk about that. I love it anyway. I thought they were chocolate. Then I licked them and no, they're not chocolate. That was upsetting.
I used to do 4 or 5 four-wheel brake jobs a day.
Okay, they
And
want
if there were
to see
two
it closer
two-wheel
to
brake
the
jobs,
camera.
I'd
I
do
don't
closer
know
to
how
7
to
to
do
8,
this.
7 to 8 of them a day.
How do I get this closer to the camera?
That?
Yeah, see, they want to see it closer to the
Oh,
camera.
we'll just do that.
Just do this. You see?
Yeah, there you go. You can see it. See it really good.
There.
Ta-da!
Isn't it pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you?
At some
everybody
point, she'll
see it?
show her bat collection again.
It's growing.
It's all in a nice display case now. Okay, on Sundays, you're right here at Sane Sunday Live, 7:30 p.m. every Sunday. And that kicks off the hashtag Insanefriends live marathon every week. Then Gregory Salvatore carries the awesome torch
Hello.
at 9 p.m. right after we're done. Monday night, the Insane Friends are hanging out with One Wheel E. And Tuesday night, Bubsification at 9 p.m. Wednesday night, the hashtag Insane Friends is on Sane Enterprises channel at 7:30 p.m. every Wednesday night. Followed by Muscle Car Appraisal at 9 p.m. And if they're not live, they have a premiere video so that there is a live chat for everybody to hang out in. Thursday nights, it's Dorito and the Lucha Cabra around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's about 6 o'clock California time. Followed by Easy 2 Tips and Tricks, etc., at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. California time. Both of them are in California, broadcasting out of California. Friday is wide open. Saturday is Chopper's Rule 1 at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard U.S. time. And that is, excuse me, I cannot talk tonight. He is broadcasting out of Australia.
So you don't want to participate in my unboxing, do you?
Then at 9 p.m., I'll let you handle that. I can't seem to talk tonight. 9 p.m., Fab Automotive Detailing finishes up the hashtag Insanefriends live marathon every week.
We got an unboxing I think you guys are going to love.
She does. She's got, I think, more parts for me to do more work.
Yeah.
There will be quite a few more repair videos coming out as soon as we finish with the literally moving a mountain. A mountain of transmission parts.
Tomorrow we're going over to the shop and we're going to finish putting everything up.
Yep.
And then we'll be ready.
We're going to try to get the trailer out of there before it finishes sinking into the parking lot.
It's scary.
Yeah. We had to shore it up. There's so many transmission parts in the tractor trailer that it started sinking into the parking lot.
We got a box.
Scary thing. It's listing the starboard. Yes. What's in the box?
Can
anybody want to guess what's in the box? Right after the unboxing, we will go to car trivia.
In the box. Anybody want to guess?
Reviewing, playing, and more RPM is here.
Yay!
Good to see you.
How you doing?
He's got a Batman message for you.
There's something in here. It's another box. See? Who's that? Another box. In a box.
It's mail time.
Yeah.
Queen of the car scene, mail time.
We're going to open this. And
you're going to open on the camera so they can see?
Look what it is. It's right here. There's one box. And then there's two boxes. And let's see what they are. It is four Fords. See? 4 Fords for Ford. 4 Ford for Fords. And there's another one. It's 4 Fords for Ford.
No, it's not for the Mach 1. It's for the parts van, the big E250 parts van.
Yes, there's 4 Fords for the big Ford, not for the little Ford.
Bob Cap says, if it's makeup, I'm leaving.
Spark plugs.
Yeah, there's some other stuff coming for the big Ford van. It has been doing a great job lately, carrying so much equipment and tools and parts, and it's going to have to do some more double duty this coming week to finish up. But it's been a real trooper. It even got a bath. Got a bath last week.
That was difficult.
There's a lot of surface area on that big van.
My back was hurting so bad. I had to take medicine to make it feel better. It didn't feel any better. And then I was trying to help clean and trying to help carry, and it hurt just worse and worse.
Welcome to the chat, Beauregard Rippy. There will be a video on the plugs and coilovers for the big van. We're going to be experimenting with some high energy coils.
I have a paper that I will have my trivia on. Is this one mine? Good.
Yes, we'll be experimenting with some high energy cools and be putting those on some aftermarket cools, putting them on the big van, and we'll see if those work out well. They're pretty cheap, so we're kind of wary because they're really cheap. I will be putting a link in the description of that video. So if they're any good, you'll be able to click on the link and save some money. Of course, we don't know yet if they're going to be worth anything at all. They've got pretty good reviews, but you never know. I'd like to see for myself. So our first trivia question is, how many Mustangs sold on the very first day back in 1964?
All of them. Yeah, that was my guess.
Yes, cheap helps if it works. If not, then then it's just added price to getting the good stuff. So we'll see, and we'll find out on my dime if these cheaper version of the high output cools are worth any money at all. Beauregard Rippey says
it's just a big old cargo
says
van.
50,000, and Camaro Time gets it with 22,000 right off the bat. Ding 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 ding. It was 22,000. He must have remembered and been paying attention in our last live. This is a question that came up, some trivia that came up a couple of lives ago.
Now,
probably 3 or 4 lives ago.
Question. But it's not a trivia question, okay? It's just a question. What vehicle was the Mustang based on? It's like a chicken and the egg.
What vehicle
question.
Platform? I think is what she's trying to say.
Yeah. But when it's kind of like the chicken and the egg, what came first? What was Mustang based? Platform was Mustang based on. And I got a problem here. Something's going wrong. Is that what we're seeing? Yeah, that's what we're seeing.
It's Camaro time.
Yay, red Camaro.
Camaro time. If you haven't already checked out his channel, please do. He is only 11 away from 3,500, and well deserved it is.
Oh, you're so
His
mean,
newest video
Beauregard.
is about land speed record cars
and bottle caps.
at the Charlotte
I don't
Auto
like
Fair.
you anymore. You're mean.
Impact's Garage and Gaming. Right there. He got your question.
Oh, yes, you did. The Falcon. Thank
and
you.
Camaro Time did too.
They made me sad. Because they grandma's car and rust. I don't think so.
I like that one, Impact Garage and Gaming. Did you see read what he said? Fox Body was based on the Fairmont, which it was. And the Mustang 2 was based on a bad trip.
Yeah, it was.
Camaro Time lost 5 supporters this morning.
Oh, no.
He was only 8 away from 3,500 last night.
Oh.
Well, there were probably bad people that you didn't need on there.
Yeah.
So, of course, Camaro Time, if you want to catch up on the car scene in North Carolina, that is a great channel to go to, because that's where he films.
Yeah, he's got a lot of interesting stuff.
We try to catch stuff in North Georgia and Chattanooga, and we get as far away as Atlanta and Gatlinburg sometimes. So you can see stuff from those places, all those places on our channel right now, already up there. Uzo Lou is another good channel if you want to check out the Detroit auto scene. And yes, we've got our next trivia question for y'all in the chat to get up on screen share is, how many generations of Mustangs since the first one? Well, including the first generation. How many generations of Mustangs have there been?
There's a car with the
Can you get that?
Batman logo in his last video.
Oh, and Camaro times. Okay.
I did see it.
And the land speed record. Yes, I wish we could watch that on screen share. But the algorithm is trolling for not just copyrighted
now, what
content now, but any copied content now, which actually turned out good for me the other day, because now our channel has a button where we can access part of this algorithm, what it does, and it showed us one of the videos that had been copied off our channel onto another channel. When we went and visited that channel, you could see that they had copied a lot of people's videos, and so we have the option of reporting that or not.
What did you want me to go get? You never told me.
Oh, geez. What was it?
You said
the 2-minute timer.
Oh, okay. I'll go get it. You just went right there.
Anyway, within 2 days, that channel was taken down because they had copied several people's videos. I mean, the whole video. I mean, they weren't giving shout outs to people whose stuff they were copying. They were just putting it up there as if it were their own video and getting views on it and making money off of it. They didn't have any mention of whose video it was in their description or anything. It looked like they just a whole channel full of stolen videos. So there is an upside to what YouTube is doing with that algorithm. The little 2-minute timer's over there beside the other laptop, honey.
I got it.
Okay.
I just wanted a hard candy and sugar-free hard candy.
Okay.
So since I was up, I went.
But the downside to that algorithm is that if we want to share each other's videos and give each other shout out or portions of each other's videos, the algorithm cannot distinguish between what that other channel was doing by taking other people's videos and passing them off as their own, and what we do when we try to promote each other's channels and stuff by showing videos or portions of each other's videos and including a shout out and introduction. Look, this is so and so's video, and they have a lot of other great videos like this on their channel, and the link to their channel is in the description. And then that person comments on the video, and then somebody that wants to go to their channel would also have that link on their comment, because you can click on somebody's comment and go right to their channel. And you know, some of us were doing stuff like that, and now we can't. But you know, Google and YouTube.
Bottle caps question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We had filet mignon, asparagus, and quinoa for dinner. Okay.
Oh, Impact's Garage and Gaming has not had anything to eat yet today. Yeah, that's awful. Been there, done that, done way too many years of that. I'm so glad I've slowed down now. Don't do as much as I used to.
I steamed the asparagus with a little bit of butter and a tiny bit of pepper and salt. Pretty good. Okay, there's 3 people that don't like us.
Are there?
Yes, there are. I'm upset. Okay, it's fine. I bet that's good, Camaro time. My asparagus was a little bit disappointing. You know, when you get it at the grocery store, you never know whether it's going to be good or it's going to be too tough.
Reviewing, playing, and more is back. The question we're on right now that nobody's got yet is how many generations of Mustangs since and including the first generation?
As many as they need. It ain't
Bottle
over
caps.
yet.
Bottle caps is having a toast, peanut butter, and jam for dinner.
Oh,
I eat
that's
most
why
of
he
the
has
time.
for lunch.
Yep.
But not jam, it's honey.
Yeah, I put honey. I mix honey with cinnamon.
It's for blood pressure thing. It helps blood pressure.
Let's see. Where is that button? Camaro time asked. Let me look here and see. It is back. I got to go to my studio beta. Now the computer's lagging. Give me a second, and I'll tell you right where that button is and what it's called. Go to Studio Beta, and you look down the left-hand side, and you'll see dashboard, videos, analytics, comments, transcriptions, and then copyright. And if you click on copyright, it'll tell you if it's found any of your videos copied.
Impact's Garage is answering your question.
And then what I like to do is look and see if it's somebody that's, you know, shouted out the channel and is trying to help out, or if there's no mention at all of our channel and they've just the person they showed me, they had just taken the whole video from beginning to end and no shout out, no nothing, no mention of the channel whatsoever, and uploaded it as if it was their own video. And I looked at some of the other videos they'd done that way, and it was the same way. They weren't shouting anybody out. They weren't mentioning any of the channels and stuff. They were just taking the whole videos. And mine, they had speeded it up just a little bit, I guess, in an attempt to make it look like it was something different.
Yeah, it was just him with his deep voice talking a little bit faster. That was.
Yep, it was. And it happened to be one of the 2 most successful videos we had on our channel. One of the 2 that gets the most views. And some of the other videos that I saw on that channel were videos that I'd seen on other channels that were the same thing. They were just really successful videos on the other channel. And so it looked like they had been going around finding the most viewed and most successful videos they could find, and then slap them on a channel, I guess in hopes that they would just get a whole lot of views.
Back to your trivia.
Yeah.
Impact's Garage says 10, maybe more, but they like to lump some of the generations together.
Yeah, the official number of generation is what I'm looking for. And yes, arguably a lot of the generations of Mustangs should be split up into 2 or 3 different generations. Even the first generation should at least be 2 generations, but it's not. Because definitely, well, there should be probably 3 generations in the first generation of Mustangs. You had the 65 and 66, which were very, very similar, but the 67, 68, which a lot of people call the Bullet Mustangs, then 69 might possibly be 69 and 70 might possibly be a different generation in and of itself, and then of course the 71 through 73. So you could argue 4 generations right there, but they're all considered one. You know, I should do a video on this on my Sane Enterprises page so that I can screen share and show exactly how it's done. Well, I can show y'all right now.
Oh, car guy, hi, how you
And then I can do that
doing?
later. The other thing. Channel videos, share, and then y'all get a sneak peek because you're here in the live.
Reviewing, playing, and more RPM says
YouTube
it's
studio
6.
right there. Ding, 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 ding. Reviewing and playing RPM and more.
He also says fake news.
Look down the side here and you will see dashboard, videos, analytics, comments, transcriptions, and right there is copyright. That's what you're looking for. It's part of the YouTube Studio beta dashboard.
We're a little bit blurry, babe.
Okay, but I think they can see the highlight when I'm going down and highlight it. It's got the little C with the circle around it. Kind of like you on your Prindle, your overdrive selection, you have a D with a circle around it. Well, this has a C with a circle around it. Reviewing RPM.
Yay!
Channel. Yes, fake news. It is a bit misleading. There are 6 generations when there are arguably probably a lot more. But the official count is 6.
Now that we have our second winner of the night, I have my second tidbit. The Mustang was Ford's most successful since the Model A. The most successful car since the Model A.
Yeah, the most successful launch with the most sales right after it launched. Since Ford came out with the Model A. That was part of a previous trivia question in a previous live at some point, but more cool Mustang trivia.
And
we didn't set the timer, did we?
No.
So 2 minutes of screen share for the winner while we, and you'll see it's brand new video right now. It's about the Ryzen 5.
Gregory Salvatore.
It's a review and install.
Hi, how you doing?
This is a re-upload to correct some things.
Gregory's going to be on live right after us.
That is true. He's part of our hashtag Insanefriends live calendar, marathon of lives all week. I I think reviewing, playing, and more RPM. You know, it's already shot up to 2,700 and climbing quickly. And I think a big part of that is because not only are his videos really good and very informative, but you know, all these how-to on the computer, how to upgrade, how to repair the computer and stuff is what's really, I think, driving that channel. And all of us need these computers and stuff to do our YouTube channel, so we need this information. And you know, giving out needed information makes you very valuable. And he recently added that Lazy Susan to his tools, and it's turned out to be very good in his videos because he can put whatever subject matter he's videoing on that and spin it around slowly, and it gives a little bit better presentation. So lots of good stuff there on his channel. Our next trivia question is, how many body shapes? How many different body shapes? Now keep in mind they recycled a lot of the same body shapes for different models of the Mustang, but how many distinct, completely different body shapes has Ford made in those 6 generations of Mustang? Now, I'll give you a clue. This is going to be a little bit closer to the count that people were talking about. Arguably should be the number of generations there are in Mustangs, because there are that many different body styles.
Oh, they're looking at us again.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Hi. How
They
you
can
doing?
see you.
My goodness, I was sitting there reading. And I didn't even notice.
Looked up and you were on the television?
Woo! Wow.
Hello, old car auto guy. Wow.
Camaro time says more than 9.
Yes, there is more than 9.
Says 10.
Yes, that's much closer. Very close. Very close. Bobcat said he was counting from memory and he ran out of fingers.
Well, you always got the toes. Don't forget the toes. There's 10 more down there if you're lucky and haven't had a problem. Well, now.
Yeah, I am too. I'm glad they did not make a 4-door Mustang.
That would be wrong. Now, does anybody know who was credited in suggesting the name Mustang and why? There are 2 stories, 2 different people. And no, one of them is not Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah. Jar Jar Binks, no. Sounds like it though.
Camaro Time says they have a Mustang crossover all electric. I have not seen that.
No, I don't want to hear it. That's not possible. It's no longer a Mustang. Every time they screw it up.
Arguably, that may be true. That Impact says that for every generation, there's at least 30 different body styles because they have a coupe, convertible, or fastback for every generation. So, but the actual official count is a lot lower than that. It's very close to bottle caps. Yes.
Okay, John Najar is credited for Ford for suggesting the name Mustang based on the fighter plane because he was a big fan of the Mustang fighter planes.
That thing moving? Yeah, there we go. I think we got some sinking going on there or something.
Yeah, we got a lot of that going on.
Yeah, the trailer's sinking at the shop. The camera's sinking over
design, here. Says reviewing planes.
That is correct. More. It is less than 12.
It is less than 12 and more than 10.
So,
does that help you guys any?
I think we just give it to Bottle Caps. He's the closest that hasn't won yet tonight. So Bottle Caps it is. It is 11. The official count is 11. And Camaro Time actually said it. He said 2, 10, 11. So it is 11. We're going to give it to Bottle Caps. And let's get that screen share back on.
And Bottle Cap says he never wins anything. Can't say that anymore.
That's right. Cannot say that anymore.
And that is a beautiful banner art. I love that sunset or sunrise. I don't know.
He's going to have to teach me how to use my drone one day so I can get some drone shots too. He's got some stunning drone shots of the island he lives on in Canada, just north of Washington State.
My mom is out in Washington State, Bottle Caps.
Texada Island. Oh, you should. There's that video with the gluttonous seagull. If you haven't seen that yet, you gotta watch the one with the seagulls.
It's very suspenseful.
Yes, and there's some more about the eagle. There's some eagle slip right nearby. Our next trivia question, we're getting on screen share if you haven't already been on screen share this time, is how many months did it take to sell over 1 million Mustangs? Starting from the very first Mustang till the 1 millionth Mustang, how many months did that take?
1.
It was more than 1. It's more than 1.
2.5. Now, they also say that Robert J. Eggert was responsible for the name of the Mustang because his wife gave him a book about Mustangs. So that's the other story. So it was either a fighter plane or the actual horses that they were named after.
Right, so it's either John Najar or Robert J. Eggert who suggested the name Mustang. But the Mustang was almost named something else, wasn't it, honey?
Yes. And that is another story. There are 2 very popular cars that were almost the Mustang. The Cougar and the Torino.
Yep, which later became very popular cars.
Which later became very popular cars in their own right.
We have owned several of each. All of them were fun, especially in donuts and figure eights.
Yeah.
Not that I would do anything like that today. Old Car Auto Guy says 13, and Beauregard Rippy says 21. Somebody's got blackjack on the brain.
Yeah.
It didn't take it as many as 21, and it took more than 13.
I bet Eagle crap is icky. I can imagine. They don't digest the bones.
Yeah, they just poop them out onto your windshield.
Yeah, it's
if you're lucky.
Paint.
If you're lucky, it's on your windshield.
Yeah.
You don't want that on your motorcycle seat. Just gonna make Camaro times that.
No.
Yes, you're right. I remember that you mentioned that impact because we were talking one time about the Cougar I had in high school, and you mentioned your dad having that '67 Cougar, and the '67s are nice. They got the I believe those were the ones that still had the or one of the first ones that had the hideaway headlights.
Really?
You can have more than one guess. If you guess, you can guess again. Try to get the right question. Yeah. Yeah, that last bit of trivia is kind of surprising, isn't it?
Yeah. They got fat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're even heavier now. Car Auto Guy says 17, and Beauregard Rippy says 14. Okay, I got to end the suspense. Old Car Auto Guy is the closest with 17. It was actually 18 months. We're going to give it to Old Car Auto Guy. Ding, 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 ding.
Now, my last Mustang.
Trivia? Your last Mustang trivia?
Yeah, my last Mustang trivia is in 1965. The Mustang only weighed 2,500 pounds. But by 1973, they weighed 3,500 pounds. They gained 1,000 pounds.
It's like they got married or something.
Are you insinuating something?
Oh, Carl. Lots of car content on here. Great. Popping thumbnails. The latest video is Mopar J Heads, Part 10. eBay headers installed. They are Old Car Auto Guy and another channel are called Six Fan Show are live on
There
Thursdays. I think it is. It's Thursdays
watching
at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Can somebody do that math for me and tell me how many people don't like us?
And they take turns hosting the live.
Bottle cap says it's extra bundle from the factory.
Makes it heavier.
Yeah.
It seems like it would be because it doesn't make that much sense that they would be heavier from 70 to 71 because 71 through 73, they actually got rid of the frame. It's a unibody construction for lighter weight construction. And they're not that much bigger a car, 71 through 73. And they've done away with all the extra weight of the frame. So, but a lot of it is sound deadening materials and stuff like that.
And it's also about the time they got the Mustang too. That piece of food.
Well, that was 74.
Yeah.
They went back to around 2,600 pounds. They downsized quite a bit. And that was one of the darkest chapters in the Mustang history. From there till I think it was 78, they adopted the box body. So from 74 to 78, they had the Mustang 2.
Fab! Bubsification! Hi!
Fab is live Saturday nights at 9 p.m. And Bubsification carries the awesome torch for the #InsaneFriends live calendar on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. You can check either one of those out. They're both on the #InsaneFriends live calendar. Bubs is right here. Fab is right here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashlyn. Happy birthday to you.
Wait, there's a noisy one.
Yeah, the noisy one. Wait.
Woo! Happy birthday!
Something
wrong with that one? Here, try that one. We'll get this right. Woo! Happy birthday, Ashlyn! Happy birthday!
Yay! I got Gator. Yay! Screamer! Yay! Yay! Yeah.
Got it? So the next trivia question is, what was the highest priced Mustang sold at auction? Now, my information here might be like a year old or so there might have been something else.
Would it be that one that they found in the special one that they found?
That one hadn't gone to auction yet. It probably will be.
Yeah.
If it ever does go to auction.
Easy tips and tricks, etc., etc. Hey!
Hey, Ken. It's Ken in California. And I mentioned him on the #InsaneFriends live calendar. He's Thursday night right after Greedo and Lucha Cabra. Around 10:30. I think it's 7 o'clock California time. I think translates to 10 o'clock our time. The highest priced Mustang sold at auction. Anybody know what that was? Now, I've got two answers here. If you get either one of them.
Yay! Fab broke 4K today. Yippee!
I mean, you could either get the Mustang or get the number right. Either one, I will accept as a win. The amount that it sold for, or the Mustang that sold. And one of two.
Yes, it was a Shelby.
Yeah, either way, it was a Shelby. There are two different Shelbys that sold for really high prices. And yes, there's confirmation. Ken says it is 7 p.m. Pacific time or California. We do shout you out and everyone else on the #InsaneFriends live calendar at the beginning of every show. So everybody here that's on here, if you got here later in the show, let's see, we start out the show.
Garage says, wasn't it a super rare notchback Shelby?
I'm not sure if it was notchback or not, but they're both very rare Shelbys, and they both went for really high price. So I will accept the price that they sold for as a win, or which Shelby it was. You got to be kind of specific. But Impact's Garage and Gaming a super rare notchback Shelby. Well, it's a Shelby. And there is one of them, there is super in the name.
I can't see them both.
But one more look at the calendar. We show that and talk about it at the beginning of every live to help promote our hashtag Insane Friends in their lives. And be sure to be doing the same thing on your live for all the other hashtag Insane Friends.
I didn't like that one.
Oh, yeah. You remember it now, don't you?
Yeah.
Bottle caps.
Ding, ding, ding. Impact
And
Garage.
Impact Garage and Gaming. Yep.
The Super Snake.
The GT500 Super Snake. Yes, it was.
Now, there was one that sold for more. I didn't like it. I don't know what it was about it that I didn't like. I just didn't like it.
We'll get to that in just a
Excuse
second.
me.
Let me get to the screen sharing here for our last winner of the night. Impact's Garage and Gaming. We mentioned the Torinos and the Mustangs and the Cougars tonight. I do believe he has Torino or two on his channel here somewhere. I think I've seen Torinos on his channel. And definitely a Mustang on his channel.
The Cougars.
I don't know if I've ever seen any Cougars on there's one of the Mustangs. It's the Mustang Coupe. And the latest video on his channel is a military surplus and survival gear score. So check that out if you see what all he got at the military surplus and survival store.
Well, since it was just a guess,
no, he got it at the flea market.
It was a good one.
He got a lot of military surplus and survival gear at the flea market. And
Yeah,
that is a score.
I'm telling you that we need to go to the flea markets.
Man, we got a house full of, and we got a big house, and we got a house full of stuff, and we got a huge garage full of stuff, and we got tractor trailers full of stuff.
Yeah.
And we even have a bus full of stuff.
And we don't have the stuff that they have at the flea market.
Oh my gosh. Hell. Okay, the highest priced Mustangs that sold at auction were the 1968 Shelby EXP 500, also known as the Green Hornet.
I didn't like
it sold at the Barrett Jackson auction in June of 2013 for $1.8 million.
Can you believe that? That's crazy. That's completely nuts.
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible?
The other answer I would have accepted was the 1967 Shelby GT500 Super Snake. I think that is the one he mentioned. That is the one he mentioned.
That is the one he mentioned.
Yep, which sold for $1.3 million. Not quite the $1.8 million of the Green Hornet, but $1.3 million at the Meckham auction in May of 2013. Now, there is some conflicting reports on that Super Snake. Some articles say that it didn't actually sell, that it did not meet its reserve. And so it never actually changed hands for the $1.3 million. But somebody certainly did bid $1.3 million for it and would have spent that on it if the owner would have accepted it. Or it did change hands for that. Either way, it's worth at least $1.3 million. And the 68 Shelby EXP 500 also known as the Green Hornet, sold and changed hands for $1.8 million at the Barrett-Jackson auction in the same year. And if there is anything else that sold for more than that since 2013 that y'all find out about, put it in the comments below the replay of this video when you find out. Be perfectly welcome to come back and put the new information down there. One of the movie cars.
Yeah.
It actually sold for less than 1.8 million, and it was the Eleanor. Eleanor did not bring 1.8 million. And there was more than one Eleanor, but the one that sold for the most money sold for like 1 million even. So it came quite a bit short of selling for how much the Green Hornet did, or the Super Snake. But then, there might have been another Eleanor change hands since 2013. So if anybody finds out any information about that, feel free to come back to the replay and put a comment below this video with any updated information or any Mustang trivia you want to share.
We have a 72 Mustang that's completely restored, and it's beautiful sitting in the garage.
Yeah, I've lost count how many years I've had that Mustang. I have restored.
Matt NPG, hi, how you doing? Now it is time for self-promotion, because we need to give Gregory his time to shine.
Yeah, it's getting close to Gregory Salvatore's time to carry the awesome torch for all the hashtag Insanefriends live calendar. Right now we stand at 10 channels in the hashtag Insanefriends live marathon. There are 10 channels in 8 different cities on 2 different continents. Somebody almost every night.
Where you going, Matt?
We've been packing for over a month and ain't done packing.
I know.
We're packing a mountain of transmission parts.
Well, uh-oh. Oh no, that's gonna be on the internet forever.
What, you're yawn?
Yeah.
It's infectious. I'm doing it too.
Going to State College, Pennsylvania for business.
All right.
That sounds awesome.
Hope you get lots of sales.
I'm going to Chattanooga next week for business. And every week after that, and after that,
Actually,
and after
this
that, and after that.
On Thursday, her first day. And bottle cap says gas is $1.78 per liter. It is $1.78 per gallon. $1.71 per gallon here. It just got up to over $1.70 here.
Yes,
every year as the temperature goes up, the prices go up.
Continuously. And we would love to do that. A little video where we splice together small.
Yeah, for stuff. It would have to be video clips that you haven't put in your other videos on your channel, because like we were talking about before, the Google algorithm is trolling along the internet, looking for material that's the same from channel to channel and grouping it all into copyright infringements, which in one hand is a good thing, in the other hand is a bad thing for groups like ours, the Insane Friends, and and the hashtag I'm a Creator group and Mopar community and other communities like this are trying to promote each other by using some of each other's materials combined with shout outs for that channel and telling people about each other's channels and stuff like that and mentioning the other channel when they use the material and stuff.
Wow, easy
as a way to promote each other.
That's just outrageous.
The algorithm cannot tell the difference between that and theft of material. And we've seen the good part of that here recently because, YouTube actually notified us of somebody that stole one of our videos and passed it off as their own. And when I went to check out their channel, they literally had done that. There was no shouting out. There was no
in California
promotion of our channel or anything. They had just taken one of our most popular videos and sped it up a little bit and put it on their channel and it wasn't that I'm thinking that maybe they did that. They actually did that because when looking at their channel, they had several other videos from several other channels that if I hadn't seen them on the other channels, I wouldn't have known that they were stolen because there was no shout outs for that other channel, nothing. It was just, and YouTube's trying to protect us from that.
$5 a gallon for gasoline in California.
Ouch.
That would be time to start walking, wouldn't it?
Bottle cap says $7.12 per gallon. He's on the island. Oh my gosh. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie.
Well,
that's terrible.
That's when you start walking, isn't it?
So yeah, it's the same thing with Chopper's Rule 1. His build off thing. He's wanting people to send videos of them building something from scratch with stuff that they got laying around, like I did with my video on building that shed, the 10 by 20 shed that I built from just stuff laying around. I think I had $6 in a pack of screws that I bought for that, and the rest of the stuff was I didn't buy anything. And then I have a tool that I bought for less than $50. So, you could argue I had maybe $50 in that project. But anyway, he's wanting people to build smaller things like crafty things and send him a video of the small like crafts and stuff that they've built and things around. I mean, he showed a case that he built with some speakers on it and a stereo and a CV in it. And he built all that with stuff he had laying around the garage. But if you do that and put the same video on your channel, then he can't use that material because it might get a copyright strike.
And now self-promote people.
Yeah, what's on your channel last week and what's coming up next week?
Are out of here in
we're in overtime.
2 minutes. To give you guys enough time.
Bottle Caps says everybody drives the big gas guzzling Ford trucks here. That's the same thing here. And apparently, if you look at the statistics, it's the same all over the world. The Ford pickup is the best selling truck in the US and in the world. And Ford, GM are both dropping most of the cars out of their lines because everybody's buying SUVs and trucks and crossovers, so much so that it's just not cost effective for them to continue building cars. They're all continuing with some cars, like Ford's not dropping the Mustang, GM's not dropping the Camaro, so they're going to continue building some cars, but they're all dropping at least like 20 different cars from their lineup. They're also all going with electric versions of everything they had. Yeah. And if you've seen our Wednesday night on Sane Enterprises, we talk about business and sales and management and stuff over there. So the thing we were discussing on Wednesday night live on Sane Enterprises was all about the business of what's going on with Ford and some other places. And they invested $500 million in a truck company, a startup truck company that's all electric called Riviera. And February of this year, the same truck company, Riviera, which they're building these electric trucks, Amazon invested over $700 million in that same company because their electric truck is advanced a lot further than even the Ford's electric version of the Ford F-150. And they're trying to get a jump on the game and trying to stay ahead in the truck market. GM was going to invest a lot of money in Riviera, but then when they made a deal with Ford, GM pulled out. Because they know that Ford is going to get that technology and they didn't want to.
What beer are you drinking, Bottle Caps? $30 for 12? Sorry. Bottle Cap says he'll probably make another crappy video for his crappy YouTube channel and advise everybody not to watch it.
Reverse psychology. Everybody's going to watch it now. Does that mean the Eagle's going to come by and crap on something in the video? Oh, now everybody has to watch now.
Okay, people, I am out of here. You
y'all have a great night.
Wonderful week, and stay on the couch and don't get dirty.
No, get off the couch and get dirty.
Clean, clean, clean. Look.
And join us on Sane Enterprises Wednesday night.
And ladies, you see these nails?
And don't forget.
You see how long and beautiful they are? And I got another handful of them over here. I have been hacking transmission parts, moving transmission parts, and I haven't broken one nail.
And you can see pictures of those transmission parts on the Victor Sane Facebook page, an update of the big tractor trailer getting loaded up, stacks and stacks of transmission parts and transmissions. You can see a lot of updates and a lot of y'all's videos, links to y'all's videos and other people's videos on the Saneauto Facebook page.
You.
And you can join our mastermind group for YouTube channels on the Sane Enterprises Facebook page. And Irvin, the paid tourist, nice to see you here. We're just wrapping it up. Next is Gregory Salvatore at 9 p.m. Check out any one of these great #Insanefriends live streams. There's somebody on every night of the week.
Yay!
Again, I'd like to say, till the next video, get off the couch and get dirty.
Stay clean. Look,
thank you for coming to our live.
Clean. You see my hands? Stay clean. Don't get dirty. No, stay clean.